The launch that didn't look like there was no invitation, no live stream countdown, no dramatic reveal video, no line of journalists waiting outside a convention center. When the idea of a Tesla phone finally crossed from rumor into reality, it didn't arrive like a product announcement. It arrived like a footnote, buried in a Starlink service update. One that most people scrolled past was a single, carefully worded line about future hardware endpoints capable of native satellite integration. That was it. No branding, no pricing, no glossy renders. But inside Apple, Samsung, and every major telecom carrier, alarms quietly went off. Because Elon Musk doesn't test ideas in public the way other CEOs do. He tests markets. And this time, the market he was testing wasn't smartphones, it was control. Act 1. Why a Tesla phone was never about phones for more than a decade. Smartphones haven't really competed on innovation, they've competed on lock-in. Apple perfected this model. Hardware tied to software, software tied to services, services tied to identity. Once you're inside the ecosystem, leaving feels like punishment. Your photos don't sync right. Your messages turn green. Your accessories stop working. Your cloud storage becomes a mess. The phone isn't the product. You are. Elon Musk has publicly criticized this structure before, not just Apple's, but Google's, Amazon's, and telecom carriers as well. But criticism isn't Musk's real weapon. Exit ramps are. Tesla disrupted cars by removing dealerships. SpaceX disrupted launches by removing cost assumptions. Starlink disrupted internet by removing geography. A Tesla phone was never meant to beat the iPhone on camera quality or app count. It was meant to remove the most powerful choke point in modern tech, the carrier. Act the real problem with smartphones that no talks about. Despite all the talk of 5G and future networks, smartphones still rely on infrastructure designed decades ago. Cell towers, carrier contracts, regional coverage gaps. No matter how advanced your phone is, it becomes nearly useless without permission from telecom providers, local regulators, international roaming agreements. This isn't a technical limitation, it's a business one. Carriers make billions by controlling access. Manufacturers make billions by playing along. Tesla doesn't play along. Starlink already proved that satellite internet could bypass traditional infrastructure, not perfectly, but well enough to matter. And that was the key phrase inside Tesla and SpaceX. Well enough to matter. The Tesla Pi phone concept didn't require flawless satellite connectivity everywhere, all the time. It only needed to work when nothing else did. Act 3. What the Tesla Pi phone actually is and is not. Let's be clear about something. The Tesla Pi phone is not a magical device with unlimited free global internet at full speed. That narrative makes good thumbnails but bad reality. What Tesla quietly developed was something far more believable. A hybrid connectivity phone designed around priority satellite fallback. What that means in practice. Normal cellular use when towers are available, automatic Starlink satellite access when they are not, emergency level bandwidth optimized for messaging, voice, navigation, critical data, not endless video streaming from space. This wasn't about replacing 5G, it was about removing fear. Fear of being offline, fear of being unreachable, fear of being dependent. Act for why the $789 price makes sense. When the rumored $789 price leaked, skeptics laughed. A Tesla-branded phone with satellite connectivity for under $800. Impossibly, unless you understand Tesla's playbook. Tesla doesn't price products like Apple. Apple maximizes margin per unit. Tesla maximizes strategic leverage. The Pi phone isn't meant to be Tesla's biggest profit center. It's meant to expand Starlink adoption, reduce dependence on carriers, strengthen Tesla's ecosystem across vehicles. Energy and AI. Starlink hardware margins are already improving. Satellite launch costs are already internalized by SpaceX. Every Pi phone sold is not just a phone, it's a Starlink endpoint, a data node, a future software platform. The phone subsidizes the network increases the phone's value. That's why the price works. Act 5. Free Starlink doesn't mean what people think. The phrase that shook the industry wasn't Tesla phone, it was Starlink included, but insiders were quick to clarify what that actually meant. This wasn't unlimited high-speed satellite internet for everything. It was basic connectivity bundled into the device. No monthly carrier contract, no roaming fees, no dead zones for essential communication. Think of it like this. Apple sells you a phone and charges you monthly forever. Tesla sells you capability. You're not paying for access. You're paying for independence. Act 6. Why Apple felt this immediately. Apple doesn't panic easily, but this wasn't a camera upgrade or a folding screen. This was an attack on the foundation of the smartphone business model. Apple's ecosystem depends on carrier partnerships, regional pricing, regulatory cooperation. A phone that bypasses carriers even partially creates pressure Apple can't easily match. Why? Because Apple doesn't own satellites, and Apple doesn't control global launch infrastructure. They'd have to partner. Tesla already owns the stack. Act 7. The design philosophy. Why it doesn't look like a Tesla car. Early mock-ups showed flashy, angular designs. Those were wrong. The real Pi phone design philosophy was understated, aerospace-grade aluminum ceramic-backed models. No unnecessary curves, no futuristic gimmicks, because Tesla doesn't need its phone to scream. It needs it to work. The screen is excellent but not revolutionary. The camera is competitive but not obsession-driven. The selling point isn't what it does better. It's what it does without permission. Act 8. The moment analysts stopped laughing at first, Wall Street treated the idea like a distraction.